Plumber accused of poisoning customer? Let's get into it.
A co-worker for financial gain. That's when they say they discovered some suspicious bank activity between the plumber and another man. That man had supposedly died of natural causes, but they say after exhuming his body, they learned he had actually been murdered with fentanyl. 38-year-old Rothery Foster, a plumber from Camarillo, was awaiting trial for murdering his co-worker, 35-year-old Jose Velasquez, when Ventura County prosecutors say they made a startling discovery. Velasquez wasn't the first man Foster had allegedly murdered for money.
As they saw a troubling and similar pattern, the potential for murder for financial gain.
Foster was charged last summer for murdering Velasquez, whose body was found in the Santa Monica Mountains in October 2022. Authorities say they learned Foster had been using the victim's credit card.
That the defendant violently and forcibly took ATM passwords and checks from Velasquez and used those financial instruments for gas, cash, clothing, and food.
In preparation to prosecute Foster for Velasquez's murder, they obtained the victim's bank records and noticed several suspicious bank transactions between Foster's account and an account belonging to 72-year-old Bill Levy of Granada Hills. Prosecutors began looking into what the connection was between Foster and Levy.
Mr. Foster, it was learned, worked for a large plumbing company who had dispatched to the Granada Hills townhouse on several occasions.
They also discovered that Levy, who was never married and lived alone, had been found dead in his townhouse on January 10, 2022, supposedly from natural causes. And all those suspicious deposits from Levy's account into Foster's took place the next day. Well, authorities thought that was too much of a coincidence and had Levy's body exhumed.
The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office performed the autopsy, and the results showed that Mr. Levy's cause of death was the effects of fentanyl, and they ruled Mr. Levy's manner of death as a homicide.
After further investigation, Foster was arrested for Levy's murder this past Monday. So how did the medical examiner miss this years ago? Well, the DA says an autopsy was never originally conducted.
And the medical examiner had conversations with the primary care physician of Mr. Levy. There were conversations about the state of his health, and it was determined on the basis of those conversations that an autopsy was not needed, that most likely the cause of death was of natural causes.
Prosecutors say they've linked Foster to other crimes and other victims and tell us he has also served time in the early 2000s for manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon. For now, reporting live here in News Center, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you.
This is crazy. This plumber is a serial killer. You kill someone who's a customer. Not even just that, but the cops discovered bank accounts being linked with someone who already passed away, with them sending you money. You're telling me I have bills to pay, and even when I'm dead, I'm going to be paying those bills? Wow.